Here's part one of our conversation with Go-Go's Kathy Valentine. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music. All I Ever Wanted, a rock and roll memoir, is the name of a brand new book, and I've read a lot of these things. I've been in radio 37 years. I've read a lot of these books, but this is by far one of the best I've ever read. And believe it or not, it's better before she even joins the Go-Go's in this. And the Go-Go stuff is pretty juicy, but this is an amazing memoir. She's lived quite a life. Here's our conversation, part one, with Kathy Valentine.
It's nice that Stewart said such great things, especially when he's commenting on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He goes, because I just watched the documentary last night. I'd never seen it before, and just watched it. And he says, "What? They're not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame." What's your take on that? Do you guys have an opinion on that?
Well, I think it's just a matter of time. I mean, there's always gatekeepers for anything, and I would like it. Some of the people in the band, they don't care, or they say they don't care. I care. I would like to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Why not? But we've had so many other unexpected things. I mean, I didn't get into a band expecting to have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I didn't expect to have a Broadway musical. So this band is kind of like the gift that keeps giving, and often the gifts are not anything that you would have asked for. So Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, though, I'll take it.
Well, you guys are in a great position to be able to go. I mean, I just finished talking to John Anderson a little while ago. He was talking about the hijinks of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the Fisher brothers from Heart, about the fact of getting there, and it was uncomfortable. And you guys are just in a position where, hey, let's just go on stage. Let's accept the award. You guys are pretty good. You're in good shape in that area.
Well, yeah, I hope so. I mean, who knows? Anything could happen with this band.
Today we're okay.
Yeah, it's good. What I liked, the thing that Steve Miller did, where he got up there and just ragged on them for giving him one ticket. Like, he couldn't even bring his wife or something. Like, what is that about?
Yeah, what are they, like 1,000 or 10,000? I don't know.
They're ridiculous. I mean, it's just like, why so stingy?
Yeah. At what point, and this sounds like aren't you great question, but I'm going, listen, I enjoyed the parts of you growing up just as much, or maybe more so, than the parts with the Go-Go's, because you did not have a traditional life. Your life was, by default, pretty damn exciting.
Yeah, a lot of readers told me that. A lot of readers said, and even Go-Go's fans, have said, I bought it because I'm a Go-Go's fan and I wanted to know, but I was more interested in before and after the band. And, I was inspired by two music memoirs, which was Just Kids by Patti Smith and Chronicles by Bob Dylan, which are both impeccably written books. So that was like, okay. But also memoirs from people that are not famous people that just had compelling stories. Cheryl Strayed with Wild, Tara Westover with Educated, Mary Carr with The Liars Club. These are like literary memoirs that are ordinary people that had, pretty compelling, interesting stories. And that was my inspiration. I'm like, I have an interesting life, and that gave me confidence to write, because otherwise it'd be like my daughter, this is hilarious. My daughter said, why would anybody want to write a memoir? Why would anybody want to put that stuff out there and have people know that stuff about them that isn't so great? And it was a hard question to answer. She's asking me this when I first started it, and she was like 14, and I was like, well, not everybody does want to do it, but the people that do write a memoir, it's really can show readers that, hey, life can be pretty up and down, and yet you can still find success, and you can be loved, and you can have families and find good things, and it's inspiring for a lot of people that have less than ideal circumstances.
Watching the documentary last night, I thought, well, she seemed like just a no bullshit kind of person. Like, she didn't suffer fools.
No, I think she carried that documentary. She's just so, when we saw it at Sundance, every time she said something, the audience was laughing, because she's just says it like it is, like you said. Yeah, she's also, a very loyal and caring person. So it's a funny dichotomy that you can be that kind of I don't know, body and brash, but at the same time, so caring deeply, you know.
You came off like a peacemaker to me watching that.
Yeah, I think that I also realized that writing the book that I felt, but a lot of that, it was not because I was a saint or anything. It's because I just.
Oh, we know you're not a saint.
I just really felt like, you know, I had to keep this band. It represented my survival and how I was going to take care of myself and take care of my mom and my identity and who gets to do this. I got the best job in the world and all this pressure, like I got to keep it. And it's just not the best place to be, you know, and a band is a relationship. And, you know, who wants to be in a relationship with somebody that's desperate to not lose you? It's not a good dynamic. I did feel like I felt like the diplomat. I was constantly like, I made it my job to try to make sure everybody was having a good time. Everybody was happy. Oh, somebody looks bored. I better entertain them. I better be funny. You know, where's the lampshade? Put it on my head. Make them laugh. Oh, good. They laugh.
Make sure you comment on our videos, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos. And buy a t-shirt, help support our channel. Link in the description of this video. I'm John Beaudin from Rocky Street Music.